Lendl Simmons at the striker's end, of course, the captain Unmukt at the non-striker's end to start the innings, as he has been every match this season.
I believe that this could be a good total. Again, all depends on how the first 6 overs pan out. This is not very imposing, as you very rightly put, but to be very honest, it's a little trickier surface. It's keeping low at times. Keeping that in mind, 146 cannot be getting there with mindless batting. They need to string a good partnership together. But the margin of error will diminish, especially in the first 6 overs. He's tried his best to keep it in play, and he's done an excellent job in the end to stop a certain boundary. Remember, when Lendl Simmons hits it, it usually stays hit.
That looked like he had found the gap on the Ranadi Paletti slow ball. No such luck, though. Good work by Saad Ali at the boundary rope. That will keep Simmons on strike, though, with 2 from that.
That is what will create the top edges as a batter. And gets so close to the stumps, but that is flying away. That's nowhere close. That's into the parking lot. It's one of those shots which you just pray that you have the right kind of insurance.
All of us turning confused because a car alarm happened to go off, but to the wrong side of us at about the same time that ball landed. We're all getting very baffled. I thought that went to the onside.
It's one of those moments where the crowd is cheering for the 6 and soon realizing, where have they parked their car?
Already seen what he can do. Look out, cars.
Cars would be in trouble once again as this one lands in the parking lot too. The 6s are getting bigger and bigger. The Stand and Deliver has a new book as a sequel. This is pure entertainment. This is T20 cricket at its best. You cannot curtail this man, especially if you ball even slightly short, let alone if it's a free hit. The perfect slower delivery as well. His ball is slightly shorter, but it slapped straight down the ground. 1 bounce into the fence. That was pure power. He's slicing the ball, slapping the ball. The 2 ways of dealing with this cricket ball, but at the moment, Lendl Simmons believes leather shouldn't be on that sphere.
Now a 4 to go along with the 2 maximums that he had off of Aletti. Maybe the decision to bowl Pinaka at this point, something in response to Simmons having his way with Aletti in the last over, but more of the same.
Oh, that will go through as well. A bit of luck for Simmons. Deepchand Pinaka cannot believe it. There's only so much that Bhatti could do as well. The ball sneaks through for 4, 2 back-to-back boundaries and in contrasting styles.
One with authority and one with just the slightest of touches to use Pinaka's pace.
Deepchand Pinaka. He needs to target the base of the stumps, I believe. If he's got a ball there, oh, it generates the edge. It's gone through again. What are the chances? What are the chances? A cat has 9 lives. Would be very interesting to see how many Lendl Simmons has today.
Well, he's lucky he doesn't have 4 stumps because that was not far away from the leg stump there. Little edge cutting right through in between his legs and the timber.
50 of 22 in another tournament. But of course, during the minor league, enough to draft him in the side. Big delivery. This is a big delivery indeed. There was something on it. It's gone. The umpire took a bit of time to raise the dreaded finger, but Pinaka's roar sums it up nicely. As for the first time in 2 games, Lendl Simmons humbled.
If we'd had any doubt here, as you said, the roar of Pinaka, easier to sense than the finger of the umpire, which is a little bit shielded from us here in the comms. We were looking for it, though. Had a couple of opportunities to get the breakthrough. A few balls that just barely flew by the stumps. The one pop-up from Lendl Simmons this time around gets his man.
And on top of it, I think the franchise would be even more disturbed. Well, that'll be 4. That is exactly why we were talking about fine leg being inside the circle, but so very wide. Had he been in his regular position, would have tried to stop it. That's 4 more runs. And again, a delivery that he will not be proud of. Sami Sohail just helping it on its way was Unmukt.
And a big pressure release here for the Silicon Valley strikers, who had been held to just 3 in the last over, 6 the one before that, 4 and a wicket, 3 and a wicket. It had been really drying up for them out there. Occasionally have very, very short stays at the crease, but has had so many important knocks. That one's in the air, maybe a chance. Nope, that will carry to the boundary rope. It's a 6 for Unmukt, his first of the day.
Unmukt's patience is paying off. It took him 28 deliveries before he could get his first 6 in this game. What a good shot this one is. This was in the slot as well.
The pattern all season for Savage largely has been to bowl almost exclusively in the power play and at the death. 88% of his overs in one of those. That is a gorgeous cut shot behind the man at point, and that will run away to the boundary. Unmukt looking to accelerate and get his team to Morrisville.
The countdown has begun from the Strikers fans all around the world. $27 required in 23 balls.
Asking right down to 7s.
The equation's not tight at all, especially if 2 set batters are in the middle. Calvin Savage got to ensure that the angles are right. The field is set according to him. Calvin Savage, where is that Yorker? Is what the fans would be asking him. Gently guiding. That should have been stopped. That's also going for 4. A lazy attempt inside the circle. Back-to-back boundaries, and the game is back in the pockets of Silicon Valley Strikers.
You have to wonder on that one if it had a little bit of spin on it to get Bialetti that way, but did not move the feet at all, reached out a hand. That's just not going to get it done here at this part of the game.
Ensure that it's a single. Cheekiness will pay off. Unmukt waited for the right time to hunt the Tiger down.
And that classy 4 is going to get rid of that gap between balls and runs that we've been alluding to. Now 13 off 10 becomes 9 off 9. Could get it done with singles to send the Silicon Valley Strikers to Morrisville.
Deepchand Pinaka. A wicket, you never know, would bring a new man in. A dot delivery to begin with. But it is another single.
Silicon Valley potentially 1 shot away from tying it. That one is in the air, and... is that a catch? My word, what a snag in the deep.
Terrific catch indeed, and at the right time as well.
Prithvish Patel, take a bow.
That was dipping on him, that was dying on him. Unmukt thought with the way it pinged off his bat, that was heading only one way, and that's beyond the fence. But Prithvish Patel stood there as the final frontier to pick up that ball and convert that into a catch as it was dipping so low.